Those there in the back, up there. Yeah. Now, when we are happy, what is the sensation that is associated with happiness? Have you thought about it? A sense of expansion, correct? When we are happy, what do we feel? There is something in us that is expanding. And when you are upset, it's like contraction. You feel, I feel crushed, right? The sense of contraction is connected with misery, sadness, insult, getting upset. So there is something in us which expands and that contracts. Yeah? Are you all here?
Yep.
So what is this something that expands and contracts? It works with the stimuli, external stimuli. Someone says some good things to you, you blot out. And someone puts an insult, your upper chamber starts boiling. Correct? But the whole life is spent without paying attention to this energy within us, which expands and contracts. You know, the ancient sages said in Sanskrit, so beautiful, prasarasatu vigyeya. There is something in you which is expanding. It's worth knowing it. If you know that something in you which is expanding and contracting, then nobody can take away the joy or smile from you because you become independent. You know, we all have 3 bodies. It may be a new thing for you. I'm not talking about some stuff out there. But practical example of we having the 3 bodies, our physical body, and then the subtle body of thoughts and emotions, and then the causal body. When we are awake, we are the physical body. When we dream, in the dreaming state, we are in touch with the causal, the subtle body. In dream also you experience all the sensory experiences, correct? You can see, you can smell, you can taste, you do all that, but without using the senses. So the subtle body is the body of thoughts, emotion, and that's where everything happens. And the causal body is what we get in touch with when we are in deep sleep. See, when you are in deep sleep, you don't know where you are, you don't know what you are doing. But when you wake up, you feel very fresh. That's the source of all energy. Just don't let someone sleep for 4 days or even 2 days. You know, that's it. They won't be able to, they will not be functional. Correct? For a person to function, he needs to connect to the charger within himself. That is the causal body, or we can call it causal body. We often think that mind is inside the body. But you know, it's the body which is inside the mind. Are you there?
Yeah.
You know, it is said, if a speaker is speaking for 10 minutes, you go for a cappuccino break mentally several times. Our attention span is very less. So that's why I'm going to keep you here and keep putting questions to you. Are you there?
Yep.
You know, 25 years ago, the attention span was 40 minutes. That's why classrooms were designed for 40 minutes. Schools, after 40 minutes or 45 minutes, there is a bell that rings and then another teacher comes. Correct? But today what is the attention span? 30 seconds. No, tell me, how many of you have experienced, you are talking to somebody and you suddenly find that person is not there? At home, especially with the spouse, yes? Hey, are you listening? You say, are you listening? Oh, mind drifts away very fast. Where it drifts is immaterial, but the tendency to drift away doesn't let you settle down, be centered, and so we miss that spot in ourselves, which is all bliss. Whenever you are happy, you're naturally focused. Just look at a child having a lollipop, some candy in their hand. You ask them, what's your name? They will not answer you. They are so immersed in enjoying that piece of candy. Nothing else gets into them. Have we ever had a meal in which we really enjoyed the meal? You don't have to answer me, I know the answer. We often don't. We keep eating and talking and we don't even know how much we have eaten and what has gone inside. So, there is something in us that expands and that contracts. And today, this is the biggest issue. We have every 40 seconds, one person taking his or her life away. Suicidal tendency has tripled in the world post-COVID. Why people commit suicide? Have you ever thought about it? It is because the subtle body shrinks. When it shrinks, you feel unhappy. It shrinks further, you just want to jump out of the body. It's like you have a scarf which is so tight. What is the tendency? To just remove it. Right? It's a natural tendency. You see, put a scarf in the neck of a child, what the child would try to do? Pull it away, throw it away. But by killing oneself, one is not able to get rid of sadness or depression. Because you are in that shrunken state of mind, of consciousness. And insomnia is another such. Sleeplessness. That is also when the subtle body is not living its way to experience the causal body. It gets blocked, choked. It's like your pipe getting choked in winter. And then the water doesn't flow at all. So what is the answer? How do we get rid of these anomalies? That is, the secret lies in our breath. Breath is the greatest source of energy that is keeping us alive. Isn't it? Is everyone breathing here? Please don't tell me you're not. We are in trouble. And that won't be true. We won't be here to tell you that you are not breathing. We breathe in and out all the time, but we have not paid any attention to our breath. And the breath pumps in energy that's called prana, the life force in us. The first act of life, What's that? Crying? No. We took a deep breath in and we started crying. If you had not cried, your parents would have cried. And the last act of life, you will breathe out and you will make others cry. If others don't cry, you are with your last breath, we have not lived a good life. Isn't it? So in between this first and last breath, we keep breathing the whole time, your best companion, but we never pay attention to this companion. Pay just a little bit of attention. The pranayama, breathing technique exercises will bring in so much more energy to our subtle body and has an impact on the gross physical body, and of course it impacts the causal body, which is all bliss. You know? Every night you sleep, you are in touch with the causal body, deep sleep. Okay, here I come again. Are you all there? Hope you have not slipped into your causal body. The night you had only dreams, when you wake up after, from the dream state of life, when you wake up from that, you feel more tired. Have you noticed? How many of you noticed this? The night you had only dreams, not deep sleep. Don't you feel tired? Come on, there in the back. Yeah, because you were just dealing only in the dream state or the subtle body. You didn't get access to the deep sleep. Deep sleep is essential. The state of deep sleep is a source of intelligence, source of all energy, and source of joy as well. When we consciously experience the causal body, that is the state of bliss. That is meditation. In meditation, you don't know where you are, but you know you are. That's why this was called the fourth state, or turiya, means the fourth state. It's neither waking, nor dreaming, nor sleeping, but a state where you are restful and you are awake also. There are more than 100 benefits that you get being in touch with this aspect of your life, which is both ancient and fresh as the first breath you are taking now. Yeah? See what is happening now as I'm speaking. Do you notice that you are having a dialogue? Your mind is saying yes, yes, or no, I don't agree. No, I can't relate to that. Or yes, yes, it makes sense. Do you notice that you are having a dialogue? No, what I say is immaterial, but what your mind is telling you is most important. That is what is the awareness. It's called pragya, means awareness. You need intelligence and awareness. Both are essential in life. Intelligence is one type of energy and awareness is another type of energy. They both make life complete. I think I had to snap here. Now what's happening? You think, what next? Yeah, I got it. What next? See, we are on this rat race of what next, what next, what next. And then we miss what is right now here. Isn't it?
Yes, yes.
So we keep postponing being happy for some future days. And that never comes. It's like someone trying to make their bed all night, and that's it, no time to sleep. By the time you have to hit your pillow, it's already morning, you have to get up and go. We are in this constant race of preparation, and so we miss the present moment. Meditation is soaking in the present moment, getting deep into that part of you which is connected with the universal energy, universal spirit. So, our subtle body is 12 inches bigger than our gross body. You want to do an experiment? When someone is sleeping, just put your hand within 12 inches from the top of their head at the spot. Just put your hand like that. Not yourself when someone is sleeping. You will see they'll wake up. You don't have to touch them, but you just put something there, they'll move. So our body, the subtle body is 12 inches bigger than the gross body. And the causal body is very vast. It's just like energy. Like you have radio waves of BBC. It's not limited to that boom box that you have. It's not limited to the tube. Where are those waves? It's all over. Radio Australia, what is that? ABC Australia is all over. But it just gets projected from the tube, right? The television tube. Similarly, the subtle, the causal energy of us is vast, is all over. One more example I would like to give. You take this phone and you send a message. You type the message and you say send. And that message goes somewhere in America to somebody's phone. Exactly the same phone. Where do they travel? How do they travel? Have you thought about it? No, we take things for granted. We never put our head into that. That message travels, if the phone is switched off, when it gets turned on, only then the message gets delivered there, right? So all these information, they travel in the space. And the space contains knowledge. Are you there?
Yes.
The space contains knowledge. Isn't that amazing? And there are two dimensions in life. One is the classical chemistry, periodic table, classical chemistry, and other is quantum physics, quantum mechanics. So, according to quantum mechanics, everything is just energy, everything is waves. The table, the chair, everything is all wood. There is a fire, everything will burn. Right? But classical chemistry is the table cannot be chair, chair cannot be stage, stage cannot be door, and cannot be ceiling. The both are essential to know. So there is a uniqueness in each one of us. Everybody is so unique. Only your fingerprint can open your laptop or your iPad. Nobody else. We are all unique. At the same time, we have an underlying energy which is unifying us all. It's the same. We're all same. You can't say, you can say, I am here, my body is different, but I cannot say, this is my air. The subtler we go, we feel there is unity in the universe. And getting into that space of unity and playing in the space of diversity makes life blissful. If you are not anchoring into that space of stability within you, then you are like that, yo, 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 yo. Shall we do a meditation now? Now, one thing I like to, how many of you are working on computer for long periods? And how many of you feel pain in the neck, and this head and neck? Can you raise your hand? I'm going to show you a 30-second exercise which will help you to relieve your neck pain and shoulder pain. Can I have the hands up again? How many of you feel this pain in the neck and shoulders? Yeah? So now this is a 30-second exercise you can do anytime. Now stretch all your 10 fingers, stretch them wide, and turn them like that. Okay, see, bind to pain, and then hold the 8 fingers behind your head like this, and the thumbs at the TMJ, you know TMJ? Between the 2 jaws. Thumb near the jaws, and all the 8 fingers in the back of the head. Now what you do is you move your head, your eyes, keep your head straight, and you look to your left side and right side, left and right, up and down. Now you can roll your eyes 3 times clockwise. Are you rolling? And then roll your eyes 3 times anti-clockwise. You may find your eyes sight is getting stuck in some angles, but make sure it moves smoothly. 3 times clockwise, 3 times anti-clockwise, and then blink your eyes and notice there is some sensation in your fingers. Can you feel the sensation? Yes. That's it. Now shake your hands. Now you see? Do you see the relief? When you put your hands like this, you can feel, as you move your eyeballs, you can feel in your fingers, there's some sensations. So this you can do anytime, desktop, your office, can blink your eyes. When we are watching screen, we don't blink. When we don't blink, you know what the scientists say? That part of your brain which is responsible for creativity, innovation, starts shrinking. Have you heard about this research that has come out? When you don't blink for a long period of time, your energy that would come up as creativity start dwindling. So tell your kids also, they should blink their eyes now and then. Every hour they should. You don't have to blink your eyes only when you don't know the answer. Even when you know the answer, you can blink. When we are talking to people face to face, we don't stare at them and talk, right? We don't stare at them and talk. We blink. That's a natural tendency in us. So blinking would be good for you, okay? Now let's meditate. You can sit comfortably.